High-grade tungsten results have come in for the Linka Tungsten Project in Nevada, and here to tell us more about it is the Managing Director of Viking Mines, Julian Woodcock. Julian, it's a pleasure to see you again. How are you?
Hey Shay, I'm very good, thanks. Happy New Year, and it's a pleasure to be here.
It is, and the tungsten market is firing on all cylinders, and it looks like the Linka project that you acquired last year is showing quite some promise. Now, in today's announcement, you collected over 300 kilos worth of samples, and there are some very impressive results that have come through. Can you take us through what this means specifically for the Linka project?
Yes, Shay. As you said, we collected just shy of 300 kilos of sample from Linka. This is 4 separate samples we took with the intent of undertaking some metallurgical test work. The laboratory has crushed and prepared those samples, and we've just received the head assays across all 4. And I'm really, really pleased, really excited. We got a massive high grade of 1.3% for one of the samples from the historical Linka open pit. Across the other 3 samples, the grade ranged from about 0.7% to the 1.3 I just mentioned, with an average across all of them of 1% WO3 or tungsten oxide. These grades really are very good. For context, there's mines operating globally less than 0.5% kind of grade. And we've seen in some of the historical information that we released on the announcement of the transaction some high-grade results. And what this does is validate that there is high-grade scheelite, which is the mineral that hosts the tungsten, within the mineralisation. So, yeah, it's a great first set of assays that we've got from the project.
It certainly does, and clearly Linka is showing quite some promise. So what are you going to do to drive this project forward?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, these are metallurgical samples, so just getting the head assay is the first step. The laboratory and our consultant metallurgist will now commence with a flow sheet program, which will establish the flow sheet to hopefully produce a high quality scheelite concentrate. As you mentioned, tungsten is doing very well. Scheelite concentrates are receiving over $937 per MTU, and MTU is 1/100th of a ton. So essentially that works out at over $90,000 a ton. There's other work programs underway. We're planning geophysical activity, looking to undertake maybe a gravity and a magnetic survey to help identify where the mineralization could be for drill targeting. We've also planning drill programs, which will lead into a submission for permitting, looking to drill later this year, as well as just generally undertaking geological assessment of the project. So there's lots to be done and lots happening, and it's a really good kickoff to the new year.
There's lots to be done across your entire portfolio, I believe, because Linka was one of 6 projects you acquired in Nevada last year. What's happening with some of those other projects?
Yes, so the 6 projects are all located within Nevada. Linka is the most advanced and largest of the historical production across the portfolio of projects, but the remainder still have plenty of promise, and we're in the process at the moment of just evaluating those geologically, looking at developing work programs, looking at the geophysical aspects that we can look to undertake as well. So we'll be bringing them up to speed as well, but our focus at the moment is really on getting Linka moving forward more rapidly, especially with the high-grade nature of mineralisation that we've seen with these results.
High grade and a high dollar value per tonne. Sounds like it's going to be a very impressive year for Viking Mines. Thank you so much for your time today, Julian.
Thank you very much, Shay.